Tuesday mid-afternoon. I'm back from Kerikeri, so let's see if anything's changed since Sunday. Well, the paint colour's changed from red to grey. Obviously got another boat coming out. Well, I bought a switch for the seat, double pole, double throw, centre spring off. So we should be able to produce an H bridge for up down on this. Oh, that's upside down, of course. Right, hunting for our wire. Now this is what I call the bosun's locker. So it's in the forward part of the starboard hull, forward of the bunk room. Well, we have more cable here. Probably this one would be better. Oh well, I'm making a mess again. So I'm making an H bridge to change the direction of the motor with the double pole, double throw switch. Right, so the power wires cross over, and then the wires to the motor go in the middle. Right, so there it is, and we'll now see if it works once I put power on. So my handy almost 12 volt supply, of course it has plus and minus on the top. Right, power supply attached, running out of hands, but let's see what happens. Down. Right, well, who needs that fancy box? Of course the thing's upside down, that's the base up the top. Well, this is fun. Well, that's way simpler than the box that came with it. Still have no idea why it's so damn complicated. So we've got a relay here, some power transistors or similar. It does have a centre off double pole single throw switch, and here's where they cut the cable to the seat base, and there's power coming in over here. Oh, double walled or glue filled heat shrink, as these ones will be the connection. It's possible to get wet later. I'm heading down to the garage to see if I've got some bolts for the machine screws for the seat. Somewhere in here we should have some countersunk. Let's have a look. A bit big, I think, but we'll have a offer up. Looks promising. We'll take him up and have a look. Oh, that's looking possible. It's Wednesday late afternoon, new boat out. Anti-fouling is now on, so it's now black. Well, we haven't had any rain today, but it is cold and windy, overcast and low tide. Oh, here's the selection of fasteners from home, also some from Burnsco. I bought a new slide adjustable swivel base to go on something flat, which is here. Well, the current plan is this top goes on and the swivel slide bit goes on, and then the seat gets bolted on top. We'll see what eventuates. And it's a case of looking through the bulk collection, trying to find ones that might fit. I think those should do for mounting the wooden seat base onto the top of the adjustable pedestal. They'll be better than these self-tappers, and these are 8mm, so just a wee bit too large a diameter. So we have that bolted in. The space was never that square to start with, but I'm sure we can do a trim up down the track. Next thing we need is a hole for the cable and its waterproof gland. So this base is wider than the base that was there, so we need to drill a hole here. We do have an overhang, so we might well make use of that. That's the first layer gone through because it's double layer here. Here we go, a hole, and it should be down, I'm sure it is, into the lockers under here. Cable in and in position. So as its centre is further to the centre of the boat than the centre of the steering wheel, the overhang will probably work out fine. Its orientation is different from what it was previously. Right, so that rotation forward and aft movement plate goes here, and we will measure it so it's sitting at the centre of the steering wheel. Nothing's straight squirrel plumb on a boat, but I think that's sitting pretty much in the centre. Well, those countersunk machine screws will do the job, except the one at the back around there, or the outside one, needs to be a lot longer, because there is a wooden cleat that needs to be removed. So centre the picture, that's where it comes through, roughly. Well, there's our power supply to the chair, and it needs to go looking forward, up through there with everything else. Well, it's all blurry, but we can get up to the helm station through. So the seat base will rotate. 45, 90, 135, and 180. So one can look backwards if for some reason one wishes to. Obviously it's wobbling because I haven't bolted it down the bottom. So I've just slid it one way, which is this one here, and we'll slide it back. It's a bit stiff, but It will be easy to slide when you're busy pushing it with your feet. Oh, there it is, all the way the other way, and turned around again, and back into the middle, and then these diagonal slots line up with the screws down the bottom. Although I actually did it up by turning the seat at 45, or the base at 45 degrees. Get a longer one of these for the outboard attachment of the base to the boat. It's 5 o'clock, starting to get dark. Not that you can tell with the camera adjusting its light level. I think we need to tidy up.
Literally dozens of debates about one household.
By using others' identities are being used.
Usually, trading didn't go the other way. This says about this story, which
So this is the ghost track called Dome Valley, State Highway 1, our primary national road. So it only opened again on Monday after being closed by a rockfall for most of last week and last weekend. And there we go, rockfall sign. And I presume it was just here on our right. Well, there's the big slip on the windy part of the Brendoons up there. Convinced the camera does it justice. It is hundreds of feet high. A big object has arrived for the boat, so it's still raining a lot, so managed to put it behind the seat of the truck. Oh, once again, a distinct lack of sun, so no solar charging. That is what was in the big package. So it will go here. It's there's adjustable rake, so it looks like the mounts in these corners. So it'll be a piece of ply underneath to go on top of here. Well, it's only a 30-amp battery charger, so it will take a while to get there. Right, just making up the wiring. I think we'll put the up down for the pedestal switch here. more access with the wheel off. I think first we'll see if we can run the wiring easily. I think more sensible, make the hole for the switch first. Oh, Grandad and I are having lunch just down Port Road, parked up, the sun's come out, much better than it was earlier today and yesterday.
And there's this special mineral.
Switch is in place. I've got some longer machine screws, so we'll see if we can get that one on the outboard side done. Okay, beautiful sealant, and on the machine screws. Oh, I just can't reach that one in behind. It's the access here. I'll just have to turn the whole thing around 180 degrees. Running wires is never much fun, so I've actually got them all together. Just emptying out the stuff on the bottom of the longitudinal locker here. We've actually done much in here. There's stuff I didn't even know was there. I pulled this out, so I was trying to figure out what it is, but I believe it's the emergency tiller. We'll give that a clean. Right, that's the power supply to the seat RAM. Right, now I need to find 12 volts in here. Oh, there be positive and negative bus bars. So it's connected. That's this one here. Right, wired, let's see. Oh, I'm going up. I'm still going up. I didn't cross them over. That's the problem. So I didn't cross the wires over. We'll fix that. And so this time I've got the crossing over. And up. And down. Right. Up. Down. Okay, I call that success. Now I've just got a huge amount of stuff to tidy up. Looks like she's close to going back in. Prop speed's on, anti-fouling's done. It's been a calm day. Had one fairly good rain shower. Otherwise, no rain since about mid-morning. Well, it's Sunday. It's a bit rugged out there. So I'm going to go to the garage and cut out my piece of plywood. Let's see what we can find in the plywood store. I think a piece of tantalised will be fine. Oh, I need to put the saw bench up on the stands. Oh, it's a piece of 12mm tantalised ply. Oh, one seat base, and this is square, unlike almost everything else on the boat. Hey, you in my seat again. Are you trying to... Yes, you! Oh, it's nearing lunchtime. The weather hasn't improved. We're off to take lunch up to Grandad. Just going to empty the grey water into the cesspit drain. Yeah, it does look great. Now let's get the seat mounts done, and we just need to locate and drill the 4 holes. So it's these cap screws. Holes drilled. These are 8mm bolts. Okay, seat installed. Let's check it for height. Needs to go up a little bit. There we go. Still have headroom. Seems to have headroom. The very tall first mate can always drop the chair slightly, and it's very comfortable. No longer having a side bit digging in because all the padding's fallen apart. Probably get around to doing some trimming of these mounting screws or get shorter ones.